Welcome to Kshetradanam channel, to the 5th episode of our series, Hinduism for the Modern Mind. In the first episode, we reflected on a timeless question, is there a God? In the second episode, we answered the question, why does Hinduism have so many gods? In the third episode, we tackled, why idol worship in Hinduism? In fourth episode, we addressed the question, if God is everywhere, why go to temples? In case you have missed these episodes, the web link is given in description so that you can see them. We live in an era of instant gratification. If you want food, it's at your door in 20 minutes. If you want an answer, a search engine yields millions of results in half a second. We are conditioned to believe that waiting is a sign of system failure. But then, life hits hard. A diagnosis. A broken heart. A financial collapse. You turn inward. You drop your armor, and for the first time in years, you pray. You cry out from the very depths of your soul. And what do you get in return? Silence. Complete, agonizing, echoing silence. To the modern, rational mind, this delay feels like a rejection. It makes us ask, is anyone even listening? Is God cruel? Or worse, is the universe entirely empty? If you have ever felt abandoned by the divine, you are not alone. For thousands of years, the greatest minds in human history have wrestled with this exact silence. Today, we are stepping away from rigid dogma and diving into the profound cosmic insights of India's spiritual giants. From the intense psychological wisdom of Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda. Let's unlock the mystery of divine timing and discover why the silence of God is not an absence of love, but the ultimate act of mentorship. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa did not teach prayer as theory. He lived it. He prayed with such desperation for the Divine Mother that his whole being burned with longing. In his life, prayer was not recitation, it was total calling. That calling culminated in direct spiritual experience. So when Ramakrishna says God hears sincere prayer, he is not speaking secondhand. He is speaking from realization. Ramakrishna observed human nature deeply. He realized that most of us don't actually want God, we want God's gifts. We want the universe to act as our personal vending machine. To explain why prayers aren't answered instantly, he gave a beautifully simple household parable. Imagine a mother busy with household chores. To keep her child occupied, she gives him toys. He plays for a while, and even when he whimpers, she continues her work. But as evening falls, the child grows tired of the toys. Realizing they cannot comfort him, he throws them aside and cries from his heart, "Mother." At that sincere cry, the mother drops everything, runs to him, and takes him into her arms. Sri Ramakrishna quote. People shed a jugful of tears for money, wife, or children. But who cries for God? Cry unto him with a longing and yearning heart, and he will surely reveal himself. Ramakrishna tells us that the apparent delay in our prayers is a period of filtration. The universe is waiting to see if we are just whimpering over a broken toy, or if we are truly ready to drop the distractions of the world and seek the divine source itself. A farmer prays for rain. But the clouds gather slowly, one by one. Ramakrishna said, God works silently. When the time is right, the rain comes with abundance. Your life may seem dry, but the clouds of grace are forming. But what if you are earnest? What if you are suffering deeply and your prayer is rational? For this, we turn to Ramakrishna's chief disciple, the warrior monk Swami Vivekananda, who spoke directly to the scientific, modern mind. Vivekananda completely reframed the concept of unanswered prayers through the immutable law of karma and self-mastery. He argued that expecting God to break the laws of physics and nature every time we ask for a favor is a fundamental misunderstanding of reality. If the cosmos bypassed its own laws for every personal whim, the universe would collapse into chaos. To Vivekananda, prayer is not about begging an external deity to change the world, it's about changing yourself so that you are strong enough to change your world. He used a striking analogy from the physical sciences. Think of the human mind as a rough piece of iron. If that iron wants to possess the magical properties of a powerful magnet, it cannot simply wish for it, nor can it beg the magnet to magically give away its power. The iron must be placed in close, continuous proximity to the strong magnet. It must undergo a process of alignment. The delay in your prayer is what Vivekananda called the necessary, rubbing time. It is the spiritual friction required to realign the scattered molecules of your mind with the cosmic order. If the universe granted your grandest desires immediately, without you developing the mental and spiritual capacity to handle them, that very success would destroy you. The delay is not a punishment, it is the time required to build your spiritual muscle. Swami Vivekananda quote, You must look at your own failures and see that they are nothing but your own actions transformed into destiny. Do not blame anyone, do not blame even God. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Sri Ramanujacharya looked at the delay in prayer through the lens of absolute love and surrender. He asks us to look at a doctor. When a sick child asks for sweets, a loving doctor refuses and gives bitter medicine instead. The child may feel hurt, but the doctor seeks a cure, not comfort. Ramanujacharya said God is like that ultimate physician. When he delays a prayer, he may be withholding what feeds our ego and giving us the medicine of waiting, to purify karma and prepare us for something greater. But why can't we at least feel God while we wait? For that, the 8th century master Adi Shankaracharya provides an unshakable logical answer. Shankaracharya said God is like the sun, always shining. But when the mind is disturbed by fear, doubt, and anxiety, that light appears broken or hidden. The sun has not disappeared. We only need the lake of the mind to become still. Through patience and meditation, the divine presence already within us becomes clear. But what if the waiting feels unbearable? What if the pain is real and you feel like giving up? Sant Tukaram, the 17th century saint of Maharashtra, lived through poverty, famine, and deep personal loss. He knew the pain of praying and hearing only silence. Yet he gave a bold lesson: when God delays, do not walk away like a timid beggar. Be like a determined creditor who refuses to leave the debtor's door. For Tukaram, divine silence is not rejection. It is a test of longing. Will we return to distractions, or will we persist with unshakable love until God opens the door? Sant Tukaram quote: I will clamor at your door, O Lord, and I will not move an inch. You may hide your face, you may delay your grace, but I shall sit here until you are forced to surrender yourself to me. When we bring the wisdom of these great saints together, a flawless law of spiritual psychology emerges for the modern mind. If your prayers are not being answered immediately, don't lose heart. According to Sri Ramakrishna, the universe is filtering your desires, waiting for your truest, most authentic call. According to Swami Vivekananda, it is the necessary time required for your mind to build the spiritual muscle and change its internal structure. According to Ramanujacharya, it is a wise physician withholding temporary sweets to cure your soul. According to Shankaracharya, the grace is already there, the delay is just the time your mind takes to become still enough to reflect it. And according to Sant Tukaram, it is a divine invitation to stop begging, knock louder, and claim your spiritual inheritance. The silence of God is never a rejection. It is a transformative crucible. It forces you to look inward, to shed your superficial wants, and to grow so profoundly that when the answer finally comes, you are actually ready to receive it. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the modern relevance of ancient Indian wisdom. If this message brought peace to your heart today, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who might be struggling with the silence of the universe right now. Until next time, keep seeking, keep striving, and remember, the sun is always shining behind the clouds. Namaste.